In my mathematical world, I have one little problem. Randy is a building contractor with a knack for turning architectural dreams into solid structures. He coordinates a team of craftsmen to ensure each construction site runs smoothly and the project turns out better than the customer imagined. Help me understand some of the math he encounters in his job. At one site, Randy needs to build a staircase with steps every 8 inches. If the first step is 12 inches high, what linear function represents the height of any step in terms of its position? Randy charges $28 per linear foot for installing fencing and an additional $75 for a gate. Write an equation to find the total cost for X linear feet of fencing, including the gate fee for 3 gates. A high-rise office building will include a series of round windows. Randy said the diameter of the circular windows decreases by 6 inches for each floor above ground level. What linear function represents the window's diameter based on the floor number? What is the maximum number of floors for the building if each floor has a window? Randy said one construction project requires beams of varying lengths, starting with a 15-foot beam and increasing by 3 feet for each subsequent beam. Create a linear function for the length of any beam. What do the x and y intercepts represent in this function? Randy purchases insulation material for $800 and plans to mark it up by 20%. However, there's a special discount of 10%. Write an equation to find the selling price after the discount and markup. How much does Randy charge for the material? Randy manages a team mudding and painting a rectangular room. The length of the room is 12 feet longer than the width, and the total area is 405 square feet. Write a quadratic equation in standard form to represent the area. What are the dimensions of the room? For certain jobs, Randy charges $85 per hour for electrical work and a flat $150 for materials. Write an equation to calculate the total cost, including labor and materials, for X hours of electrical work. For a particular project, Randy budgets $2,000 for plumbing repairs. Randy has already spent X dollars. The remaining budget must cover labor at $25 per hour for Y hours. Write and graph the inequality expressing the relationship between X, Y, and the total cost. Randy rents a crane for $200 per day plus a $500 rental fee. Write a linear equation using function notation for the total cost C based on the number of days D the crane is rented. What do the slope and y-intercept represent? What are the domain and range of this function within the real-world context? Randy is building a curved roof for a community center. The height of the roof at any point is modeled by the equation h equals -200 times x squared plus 2x plus 5, where h is the height in meters and x is the horizontal distance from the starting point. What are the maximum height and the distance at which it occurs? Randy is designing a rectangular patio with a length that is 5 feet more than twice the width. If the total area is 228 square feet, what is the quadratic equation representing the situation, and what are the patio's dimensions? Randy is planning to lay tile in a bathroom with a floor area of 30 square feet. He has square tiles of two sizes, 6 inches and 12 inches. Randy wants at least 20% of the floor space covered by the smaller tiles, but needs to limit the total number of tiles to 70 due to installation time. Graphically determine the feasible combinations of small and large tiles Randy could use.